Hey everyone! So this is going to be our last week for our spring planting series. We are going to go over zones 5 through 7 on what you can plant now, what you can put outside, what you still need to have cover on, and so on and so forth. This is going to be our last video, like I said, but I will give you a couple of tips to remember for weeks to come. So we'll start with zone 6, which I have calculated on last frost date of April 25th. And if you have been following the series, you know that I have been shooting a little bit later with the frost dates because I'm in zone 5. And typically I use Mother's Day as a rule of thumb, even if the almanac tells me that my last frost date is April 28th. I'm still going to go off of Mother's Day as a rule of thumb, because even last year we had a really late frost and I lost a lot of plants. So I learned my lesson, and I will not plant out before Mother's Day, especially frost tender plants. Now, brassicas and things, that's different. So anyhow, based on my last frost date being the 9th of May, which is Mother's Day, frost dates in different zones differ about 2 weeks. Now, frost dates are always estimated, so the difference is about 2 weeks estimated. So, because I'm in zone 5, zone 6 is 2 weeks prior to me. Zone 7 is 2 weeks prior to that. So, starting with zone 6, 4/25 is the frost date that I have been going off of. So outside, under a single layer of protection, you still want to cover your basil and your pumpkin at least one more week, okay? Now that doesn't mean if the temperatures are in the 70s and 80s that you need to have your basil covered. That means that if the temperatures were to dip below, 45 degrees, you're going to definitely need to cover those things. Pumpkin especially, not below 50 degrees for pumpkin. So I usually go anything below 50 degrees, I'm going to cover that, especially basil and pumpkin. Sweet potatoes, you can wait till the week of the 16th, and then sweet potatoes can go out uncovered. Otherwise, you still need to cover those. But this week, uncovered, you can either uncover or transplant out without protection, or direct sow, whichever you're going to do. You can do artichoke, beans, celery, corn, cucumber, melons, both squash, summer and winter. And just a side note for eggplant can be direct sown or transplanted also the week of the 16th. Peppers, sweet potato, tomatillos, and tomatoes can all go out the week of the 16th for zone 6. But like I said, you keep an eye on the temperatures, you watch your own weather, you be the judge on whether or not you need to cover those things and protect those things, or wait a little while longer to put those things out. So, zone 5, moving on to zone 5, under a single layer of protection, you will still need to watch and cover your artichoke, basil, beans, celery, corn, cucumber, melons, pumpkin, sage, and both squash, summer and winter, and thyme. Now this week, uncovered, you can put out bok choy, oregano, radicchio, and salsify. Next week, you can uncover the artichoke, celery, sage, and your summer squash. You need to wait one more week for the winter squash, and you can also uncover your thyme next week. Now, the following week, the week of the 16th, you can uncover, direct sow, or transplant beans, corn, cucumber, melons, and winter squash. So that would be your list for those next coming weeks. Now in zone 7, you guys are just about in the clear. You have pretty much everything out and uncovered. I have a last frost date of April 11th for zone 7, but we all know that we have been getting some pretty crazy weather and there have been some pretty low temperatures. So just watch the weather. Make sure that your nighttime temperatures is pretty much what you need to watch for. The daytime temperatures have been pretty comfortable and pretty safe, but the nighttime temperatures is really what will get your plants. So the last frost date I have for zone 7 was April 11th. So it's safe to uncover this week. You can transplant out or uncover if you already have them out. Eggplant, peppers, sweet potato, tomatillos, and tomatoes. It should be safe for those things to go out uncovered without protection. And that's it. That's going to do it for this week. That's the last week of the spring planting series. If you have been following along week by week, then let me know in the comments below if this series has helped you at all, if it has brought anything to light for you, if it has helped you to stay on track, or if you would like me to do a fall planting series. Just leave that in the comments below and I can prepare for that for the fall. So just let me know if it would be helpful. If not, then let me know that you didn't enjoy it. Anyhow, thanks for watching, you guys, and until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.